The following presentation is a guide to teach you about collusion and how to avoid it. You'll need to read through the slides and listen carefully. And if you have any questions, please contact the Dean of Students office at any of the Collin College campuses. Let's begin. According to the Collin College Student Code of Conduct, collusion is intentionally or unintentionally aiding or attempting to aid another in an act of scholastic dishonesty, including but not limited to failing to secure academic work, providing a paper or project to another student, providing an inappropriate level of assistance or unauthorized collaboration, communicating answers to a classmate about an examination or any other course assignment, removing tests or answer sheets from a test site, and allowing a classmate to copy answers. Collusion is a form of scholastic dishonesty involving unauthorized cooperation between at least two people with the intent to deceive. Look at the common examples of collusion that we have here. Unless you have been told otherwise, any work you submit for assessment must be your own work, even if the work has been produced as a result of group work. You can discuss ideas for the work with your fellow students, but you should never lend a draft of your work before it has been submitted. When working with other students on an assignment or project, what is acceptable is being involved in group work where students are encouraged to work together to produce a single piece of work as part of the assessment process. Always consult with your professor or instructor if you are unsure about this. Other acceptable practices are talking about books, journal articles, online sources, seminars, or lectures with other students, working in a study group together, and working together and sharing resources and references as long as the submitted work is clearly independently written or completed. On the other hand, it is not acceptable to give or to show your work to another student or students before the submission deadline of an assignment or essay. Also, it is not acceptable to share data, intentionally or unintentionally, by students so they have access to each other's work. Other unacceptable practices are looking at or borrowing another student's work before the submission deadline or without the student's consent, using the work of another student with or without their consent, writing joint reports and assignments with another student and use them as a basis for your own work, and uploading your work to a coursework or essay site so that other students can see and use it or purchase it. The simplest way to avoid collusion is to not share your work with others and to protect your work at all times, especially if you are working in an area with other students, for example, the library. There have been instances where work has been taken from computers or from notebooks which have been left unattended. If another student takes your work without your consent or prior knowledge, then you could be liable as well. If you need to leave your PC or laptop, assignments, essays, or notes for any length of time, then safeguard your work appropriately so that nobody can download, view, or copy your work. Always give yourself time to check your work thoroughly. And you can also submit a draft of your assignment or essay to your professor or instructor before you submit it for assessment. Students who push deadlines to the limit run a significantly greater risk of cutting corners and breaking the rules. For more information on collusion and how to avoid it, you can contact the Dean of Students office. This concludes the presentation on collusion and how to avoid it. Thank you.